Every year in Nigeria, January 15 is marked as a special day known as Armed Forces Remembrance Day or simply Armed Forces Day. The day is a public holiday observed to commemorate the servicemen of the Nigerian Armed Forces. It also honors veterans of the World War I and II as well as the Nigerian Civil War. Being a former British colony, Remembrance Day was formally celebrated on 11th November as Poppy Day in honor of the end of the First World War. However, it was moved to the 15th of January following the Nigerian government's victory against Biafran troops on 15th January 1917. The day the instrument of surrender was handed over to Olusegun Obasanjo by Philip Effiong of the Biafran Army, marked the end of the Nigerian Civil War, which aimed to divide the unity of Nigeria. Each year, events are held at the federal, state and local levels to mark the occasion. A solemn gathering takes place at the cenotaph of the unknown soldier, where security chiefs, political leaders, members of the Nigerian Legion and other stakeholders come together to pay tribute to brave war veterans who made the ultimate sacrifice on the battlefield. Military parades often involve the participation of a guard of honor from the Nigerian Army, Nigerian Navy and Nigerian Air Force. The peak of all events held is the wreath-laying ceremony done by the President of Nigeria at the National Cenotaph in Abuja's Eagle Square. 36 federal cenotaphs in the states of the Federation are placed, where special Armed Forces Remembrance Day ceremonies are also held. Special prominence is also given to the Nigerian Legion, a veterans association which organizes many events on this day alongside the government. To mark the 2024 Armed Forces Remembrance Day, President Bola Tinubu, alongside service chiefs and other dignitaries, performed the wreath-laying ceremony earlier today in Abuja. The program also witnessed other activities such as prayers, gun salutes and the releasing of pigeons at the National Arcade, Eagle Square, Abuja. For many Nigerians, the day serves not only as a reminder of the sacrifices of men and women of the armed forces, but underscores the need for a safe and prosperous Nigeria.
Hi, my name is Karen. I'd like to especially thank the members of the Armed Forces of Nigeria for their sacrifice.
The only reason why we sleep safe at night is because some rough men stand ready to do violence on our behalf. We want to say thank you.
Thank you for being there for us. Without you, this country has not done that.
In fact, I appreciate them a lot, especially those ones who are living their life. Some of them are dead, some will leave their families and go, some may not come back. In fact, they've been doing marvelous work in this country.
I appreciate them personally. It's not easy to serve your nation to the extent that you have to pay for it with your life. As I speak right now, a lot of them are in the bushes, trying to make our highways and our government areas safe.
This is my chance to say thank you to the Armed Forces of Nigeria for all they do for protecting us and making us go to bed, sleep safe. I say thank you and may the good God continue to strengthen you guys to do more for Nigeria.
Thank you so much to the military for all they do, especially in the southeast of Nigeria where I hail from.
There is no amount of thank you that will compensate for your sacrifices to keep the nation safe all across the seas geopolitical zone.
We will not be where we are today as a nation if not for the efforts of these diligent men and women. You've left families behind and some have even paid the ultimate price. From the depth of our hearts, we're grateful as a nation, we're also grateful as individuals.
Across the country, state governors and other dignitaries also performed several rites to mark the day. And in politics, the New Nigeria People's Party, NNPP, has hailed the Supreme Court for its courage in upholding the principles of fairness and equity by affirming the election of Governor Abba Yusuf as Kano State Governor. The NNPP acting national chairman, Abba Ali, who stated this in Abuja at a news conference over the weekend, said Justice Inyang Okoro, speaking the mind of the Supreme Court, had advised justices and judges to always be meticulous in deciding matters of the law.
About 12 hours after the Supreme Court's judgment, The NNPP called a news briefing to speak on what it called the much-deserved victory. The party's acting national chairman, Abali, used the occasion to appreciate the justice of the Supreme Court for their courage to uphold the principles of fairness as demonstrated in their judgment, and also commended former heads of state, former presidents, traditional rulers, religious leaders, international community, the media, and other stakeholders for their support and collective roles in what was termed Operation Save Kano and Save Democracy.
The struggle to save Kano was a multiple partisan movement involving all lovers of democracy across the length and breadth of our dear country, Nigeria, and beyond. We are happy that at the end of the whole exercise, NNPP has been vindicated by the ruling of the Supreme Court and the statement of the chairman of the 5-man panel, Justice Inyang Okoro, JSC, who rightly observed that there was miscarriage of justice in the outcome of the matter involving our party and our governor, Engineer Abba Kabir Yusuf, at the tribunal and Court of Appeal level.
Ahead of 2027 general elections, Ali said NNPP is a party to beat as it settles down for development of Kano State after distractions from court. He assured Nigerians, particularly the people of Kano State, that NNPP will not take their show of solidarity for granted.
To assure you and assure Nigerians that NNPP is a party for the future. It's a party of 2027. So we always seek for your cooperation as usual to always be with us. Together we promote democracy. Together we strengthen the dignity of democracy and justice and fairness in Nigeria. We want to assure all Nigerians, and particularly the people of Kano State, that we will not take this show of solidarity for granted.
Ali therefore reiterated that NNPP will continue to defend, promote, and serve the interests of the people of Nigeria at all times, irrespective of tribe, gender, or religion. Imefonokun, reporting for Clever News.
The Supreme Court on Friday affirmed the election of Kano State Governor Abba Yusuf, whose victory at the March 2023 poll was earlier overturned by the two lower courts. A panel of justices of the Supreme Court, led by Inyang Okoro, unanimously set aside the concurrent decisions of the two lower courts, which had sacked the governor from office over alleged irregularities during the March 2023 disputed election. We have a commentary.
Friday, January 12, was a day to be remembered in Nigeria's history when the Supreme Court upheld the election of Abba Yusuf as governor of Kano State, reversing the decision of the Court of Appeal and Governorship Elections Petition Tribunal, which sacked the governor. Justice John Okoro, who Clearview has tagged as one of the celebrants in the whole event, read the lead judgment. He said the Court of Appeal was wrong in affirming the decision of the tribunal, which held that Yusuf did not win the majority of lawful votes cast in the governorship election of March 18, 2023. The rest of the story is history. No doubt, it has been a journey of intimidation, torture, confusion, and near hopelessness as political maneuverings were being suspected in the case. One thing was, however, constant. Governor Abba Yusuf continued with his duties diligently as the Chief Security Officer of Kano State, Center of Commerce, the largest by population in Nigeria, and a state noted for its famous markets and most leading industrial center in northern Nigeria. The state was created on May 27, 1967, during the regime of former President General Yakubu Gowon. Governor Yusuf's tumultuous journey to this victory was dogged by the fact that the national chairman of Nigeria's ruling party, the All Progressives Congress, APC, Umar Ganduje, is from there. Not just that, he is the immediate past governor. Ganduje has the national might going for him. In spite of